Hello, very good afternoon to all the students, teachers, and parents who are joining us on to the Mission AI Bootcamp number 1, day number 5. Very welcome to Jayshri, Arush, and all the students I can see on the chat. Zara, Ashmit, Lakshita, Vartika, Kriti, Aditya, Harsh, Kabir, Poojan, Ivan. Very good afternoon to all the students. We would be starting shortly, just in few more minutes. To we are just waiting for other students to join in. So yeah, Arush, hello. I would kindly request students not to spam the chat. Hi, Mahir. Hello, Soumya, Shivalik, Abhijit, Abhiraj, Ayushi. Very good afternoon to all the students. Bhavya, Atharv, Akshay. We will be just shortly starting in few more minutes. So Abhiraj Pal, sir, yesterday's quiz is not opening. So Abhiraj, I think the problem has been resolved. You can check it now. Everything is working perfectly fine. So after the session, you can attempt both the quizzes of yesterday as well as for today. So last date of the competition is 31st of December. So you have to submit your projects before 31st of December. So Ayush, if you were not present in yesterday's class, don't need to worry. We yesterday learned about the speech recognition. We have already uploaded the video, and you would be able to see the video after the session onto the YouTube. We are also sharing the playlist link for the replay videos. Also, we are providing you the video of replay video. I should say we are also providing the replay video to all of you onto the dashboard. Yeah, of course, you can use Arduino in your project, Suryansh. So what are the themes? So everything is present on the website, but don't worry. Today also I will give you a complete description of the Codever, how you can work with different themes. So before we start for the day, like already one question has been asked. So let me just give you a glance of the Codever 2021. What are the themes, how you can do the things. So my mail verification is not working. So Ashmit, if you are finding some issues, as I mentioned, tomorrow we are going to have a doubt session where you would be directly able to talk to me on the Zoom meetings, and we would be helping you and supporting you on direct, as I said, on Zoom meeting. So don't forget to be part of tomorrow's Zoom meeting to ask your all doubts, share your screen, how to submit the project. We would be letting you know about it. So let me just play a small video before we start for the day to give you a little glance of the Codever 2021.
Introducing Codever 2021 International, this year's biggest international AI and coding competition for kids. With an aim to make the world a better place by solving real world problems using AI and programming. With themes like strengthen the health infrastructure, automate the surroundings, entertain the world, save the environment, explore the outer world, and make smart transportation system, Codever 2021 aims to reach the sky. Anyone above 7 and falling under these age groups can participate. Yes, you can either participate as a one-person army or in a team of two. Anything, you can create your own story, game, software-based AI project, or even a hardware-based project. In PictoBlocks, it is an interactive AI education and coding platform where you can learn to code, make interactive real-world projects based on AI, program robots, and much more. With the PictoBlocks app now available on Play Store, you can even make your AI projects for the competition on the go. Follow these easy steps to participate. Register by entering the team details on the contest portal. Prepare to enhance your coding and AI skills via self-learning material and AI bootcamps. Submit your project brief, project file, and the project video. Finally, share your project with your peer to get upvotes. The registration for Codeware 2021 International starts on 20th October. The last date to submit your project will be 31st December 2021. The Shining Stars, aka the winners of Codeware, will be announced on 31st January 2022. All the participants stand a chance to win 80 plus prizes worth $15,000 in total. Here are a few minimal guidelines for you to follow during the entire competition. For further details, visit the page codeware.org. Codeware 2021 International is jointly hosted by STEMpedia and ArtPark. A big thank you to our title sponsor, prize sponsors, AI education partners and community partners. So, what are you waiting for? Register today.
So I hope you might have got an idea of the Codeware 2021, who the students who might have missed the things into the first session. So some of you are asking for the files of the songs which we used yesterday. So all the things I have already shared it to you in your emails. Don't forget to check your emails, okay? Because again today we would be sharing some of the important links like doubt clearing session link and everything, right? So don't forget to check your links, it's really very important. Or I should say, don't forget to check your emails, it's really very important. So I've shared you the link for the yesterday's song as well. You don't need to worry. Some of the questions which I was seeing that I'm getting a problem in registration, I'm not able to do the voice recognition. Okay, so students, you don't need to worry about it. As I mentioned, tomorrow we have a DAO session where you would be able to talk to me directly, share your problems, and I would be supporting you to supporting you to resolve all your issues. Okay, whether it's related to the concepts or is it related to the I should say it's related to the competition. Okay. Yeah, so I'm here. So, sir, can we see the videos in YouTube again? Of course, you can see the YouTube video again. Parth Maheshwari, sir, please, how to check our certificates today? Okay, I will try to showcase you that part, but that will need some time because, as I mentioned, that I will be in need to complete the quizzes parallelly with you. Okay, so now let's not take much more of your time. I think now how to participate. So I think we have already shown you a small video that is going to help you. Okay, Parth, I will try to showcase you that. Sir, in Android phone, music is not showing. So I think I yesterday showed you where exactly you can upload the music. So you need to click on the dash. You have to click on the backdrop option, okay, and then you would be able to do that. But still, if you are not able to do that, let me just share you to a small tutorial that is going to help you all to learn the things how you can do it in your smartphone. So I'm stopping the chat as of now so that you all can take the links. So this is the link for getting started PictoBlocks in smartphone app. This is going to help you to let you know how you can upload the backdrop, how you can upload the sound. Also, let me just share it to you that today's attendance form that is of course very compulsory to be filled by all of you. And now let's move to the today's session and let me just share my screen. And again, we are here with, I'm sorry for this, just give me a couple of seconds. Here we are again with the Codever 2021 International. So let me remind you, we have our title sponsors as a Motwani Jadeja Foundation. This year, Codever 2021 International is hosted by Stempedia Art Park, which is an initiative of IISc Bangalore. Our competition is accredited by STEM.org. We have My Skill Schools and Valuer FabTechs as an AI educational partners. We have wonderful prize sponsors as Hero Cycles, LilyGo, Sun Founder, and Zypher Toys. We have also amazing community partners who are going to who are helping us to spread the words of artificial intelligence in different communities. We have Guru Shala, Niti Aayog, Agastya Foundation, Jodo Community, Mission AI, and I Start Valley. Now moving towards today's session. Okay, so I hope you all have already filled, I should say, the attendance form. If not, you can fill it towards the end as well. But this is very important where you need to download the PictoBlocks. I hope everyone has this application with them because we are using this application to do all the hands-on activities as well as to make the wonderful projects to be submitted onto the Codever 2021. So if you don't have the PictoBlocks still in your devices, so let me just share it to you some of the important links. So here you can download your PictoBlocks into your laptop, desktop, or PC. You can also download your favorite PictoBlocks application on your Android phones using the link which you can see right now on your chart. And if you are using an iOS devices, don't forget to download it on your Apple iPhones or iPads using the link which I have just pasted on the chat. Coming to a small recap what we did. So all of you who are new today, don't need to worry. We are giving you a small recap. Other things in details, you can see it into the replay video, which is already there into the YouTube. The links we have already shared to you in your email IDs. So we're starting with small recap. Yesterday we saw, or I should say we understood about the speech recognition, that how exactly it is working, the application of speech recognition. Also, we made an activity that was making your own Alexa, and we were able to play the Spider-Man as well as the Mario songs just by our, I should say, speech, or I should say with our voices. So this was all we covered yesterday. So today's is again a very important and an amazing topic, that is machine learning. So let me just switch on your chats and let me know, are we all ready to start with today's session of machine learning? Okay, Riven, I have already pasted the link onto the chat for the songs, but still if you have not received, please check your email IDs. As I mentioned that we are sharing you the things on the email ID. And right now, again, I'm pasting it onto the chat. So are we all ready to start knowing about machine learning? Can we have ML on the chat? Please type ML on the chat. So I have just now shared it. Okay. So I can see Jayashri has mentioned yes, ready. Okay, ML has mentioned okay, yes, sir. So now I can see ML on the chat, and I think we are all ready to learn about the machine learning. And this is today, students, it is one of the best features of PictoBlocks where you would be able to create and innovate the things by yourself. Okay, so I want everyone to keep their focus here on to today's session and be the part of the session till the end, where we would be sharing the doubt session links also. So I can see some of you are sharing hashtag ML, so it's amazing. So now, starting with today's lesson, that is ML. Thanks all the students, Bhavya, Ritvik, Sejal, Poojan, and I cannot read so many names there onto my chat. Thanks for responding on the chat, students. So to start with machine learning, okay, you might be hearing about artificial intelligence and machine learning from very beginning. You might have been thinking that what is basically the relation in artificial intelligence and machine learning. So to give you a clear idea, let me tell you, so machine learning is basically a subset of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a complete technology where machine learning comes up as a subset, where machine learning is commonly used alongside of artificial intelligence. Okay, of course they are not the same thing, because in machine learning we are making our machines learn themselves. Okay, and of course we are trying to make the machine smarter day by day. Okay, Harsh. So as I mentioned, if still you are facing some issues, don't worry. I would be helping you towards the end or in the tomorrow's session. Okay. Okay, now, so this was, as I mentioned about machine learning, it's a subset, and it's again a little different from artificial intelligence, because here we are trying to make our machines learn different concepts so that they can improve themselves again by again. So now coming to the step process of the machine learning, right? That if we break the machine learning into simple steps, how what exactly we are getting. So here you can see, if we start with like if we want, as I should say, as we on the first day when we started with artificial intelligence, so we were all able to learn AI part after learning the human part, right? So now today also, first we will start learning, first is we will start understanding about human learning, and then we will move to the machine learning. So now if I break the human learning into 4 steps, so now right now you can see that the first step is sensing the environment, the second step is analyzing the information, and the third step is deciding and acting upon it, and of course the fourth step is increasing the knowledge. Okay, so here to make you relate with one example, let me just try to give you a very interesting example. Okay, so if I talk about and if I ask you a question, where did you first got an information about the animals? So I'm asking about your childhood, of course. So can you post your answers on the chat? Where did you got the first information about the animals? Let's see how many of you can put your answers. I'm talking about your childhood. Like, where did you first time got the information about the different animals? So can I have your answers, student? Okay, Aradhya mentioned mother. Okay, wonderful. That's amazing. Jashi also mentioned mother. I don't know from my mom. Okay, from my mother. Environment, school book, nursery. Okay, television. Okay, I don't remember. So if you might have your younger brothers and sisters, okay, let me just tell you that generally, or you might have seen very small kids, right? So generally small kids, when we are very in their early age, when even they don't start going to the schools, they get a picture book, right? So do we all know about a picture book? Right, there is a picture book where there are different photos of different animals, different I should say vegetables, different flowers. So somehow some of you have mentioned school and home, but I would like to tell you, before that also we started seeing some of the animal pictures, right? And there we started learning that what are the different animals, right? So there, if I like if I take you to that book a little, so you will be understanding that there were the pictures. Okay, generally those books have a picture of animals. Along with that, there are the names, right? So if there are five pictures of dog, they write the name, these all are dogs. Similarly, if we see a cat and we see the pictures of cat in the child in the book, we it is named as like a cat, right? So there we started sensing the environment, or I should say there we started understanding that what are the different animals. Okay, after that I come to if I come to the next point of analyzing the information. So when you might have been in very young age, you might have gone outside your home, and there your parents or guardians would have shown you, see, this is a dog, or see, this is a cat, right? And at that point you just saw that there are differences in the cat and dog. Also, there is a difference between the real dog and the dog in the picture. Although the body parts or the body structure would be same, but the color might have been different. But still you were able to say, yeah, this is a dog and this is a cat. Also, along with this, students, you analyze certain information about those animals, right? Like you saw that cat can climb to the walls, but dog can't. Cats are not so aggressive, but dogs are. And here you started analyzing the information about some of the animals you were surrounded with, right? After that, what happened? Then you grew up taking up the knowledge about the different animals, and after a certain time, when you were little independent and you started going to your friend's house alone in your bicycles. So just think of an scenario that you thought of going to your friend's house, you took out your bicycle and you started going through a road, and there you just saw a group of dogs standing on the road, right? So now can you tell me what you are going to do? If you have taken your bicycle, you are going through the road and you just found a group of dogs onto the center, so what you are going to do? Can I have your response on the chat? So the scenario is, students, that you are going to your friend's home using your bicycle and you found a group of dogs standing there. So what you are going to do? Oh no, Akshay, this is not definitely correct. Okay, run. Okay, run. Okay, get away from them. If they bite me, of course you will run, of course. So I will move away. A perfect answer, Saksham Lunkar. Walk away slowly, Avantika. Perfect. So of course, what we are going to do at that point is we are going to come back to our home back, because we know in certain times those dogs can put you in danger, and also they can chase you when you are going to your friend's house, right? So this was something you made a decision, right? You were able to decide and act upon it because you had a certain information in your brain about those animals. And this is we are talking about a human learning. So now I think you would be able to relate the things, right? Now just think of again one scenario that on the next day you went back to your friend's home, and when you entered to the home of your friend, and you found of course you found a pet dog, right? So at that time, of course, you will think, oh, yesterday I came here and I found a group of dogs, and today again there is a big dog inside my friend's house. But at that moment, what you did, your friend told you that this is a pet dog, you can play with this dog, you can love this dog, you can enjoy your time with the dog, it is not going to bite you, right? And here was the fourth step, students, where you increase your knowledge that all the dogs are not dangerous, okay? But the pet dogs are, or I should say, the trained dogs are the dogs you can spend time with very easily, right? So these were the four steps. I think now this would be very clear to all of you that first you saw the, I should say, the environment sensing, then you analyze the things, then you decided, and then you increase your knowledge about it. Now coming to the point that how we were using, how we are learning, right? So we are able to learn the different concepts, okay, using the sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. So if I give you a very good example, that if I'll just give you a very good example here, that if in case you are sitting at your drawing room or at your home, okay, and if the dog is barking outside, okay, so we, even without seeing the dog outside, you would be able to know that this is a dog because it is coming up with a barking sound, right? So these are nothing but your learning which you have grabbed from your very early age, right? Similarly, if I give you again, give you an example, that if you are going to a sweet shop, so do you taste all the sweets? Of course not, right? Otherwise the shopkeeper will be getting angry on you. So what do? By seeing the sweets, you are automatically able to know, okay, these are the different sweets, okay, these are the different pastries, how would be their taste, and you take that pastries and the cakes and come back to your home. So these are the different learning which we are trying to do with our different senses, that is vision, touch, smell, taste, and sound. Now coming to this was the human learning process, as I mentioned, where you analyze the information, then you decided and acted upon it, and then you increased your knowledge. Now similarly, if I talk about the machine learning, right? So machine is also, of course, is new to the different concepts. So we do this part into three major steps, okay? So the first major step is input. So we need to give the input images or sound information to the machine, and you can just relate it to the pictures what you saw in your childhood. Now, after that, there is a very important thing which we called as a model. So, what exactly the model is? So, students, models are nothing but the algorithms which are the algorithms which operates onto the input images or the sound which you have given to find the higher level of information out of it. Okay, so now this was the part of the model where you can see, I should say, it the calculation parts comes in, right? The images what you are giving, those are calculated, and based on those knowledge, the machine is able to find the answer, right? So this is what we do in machine learning. So I would request students not to spam the chat. Okay, now coming to the life cycle. So it's good actually, Shivam, if you have a big screen in your picto blocks, okay, in your phone. So that's great. So I would kindly request students not to spam the chat, okay. So let me just give me a second. Okay, coming to back to the part of machine learning life cycle. Okay, so there are four major steps. First is select and preparing the training data set. So to we need just give me a second, student. So I would kindly request students not to spam the chat or talk about anything else, or otherwise I will be in need to be a harsh or like mute you. Okay, I definitely don't want to do that. So yeah, Vallabh, you can just read that. You can come tomorrow in the doubt session and we would be helping you with the DHT sensors. Okay, so coming to the machine learning back again. So the first part is select and prepare the training data set. So we need to get some good number of images so that we can make our machine learn those concepts, right? The step two would be training with the data what you have collected. Okay. The third would be testing the created model, whether the learning what the machine has done is good enough or not. And of course, the fourth part is deploying the model, where we would be using the PictoBlocks to deploy this model. So now I think this is your favorite time, and you might be waiting for this for making your mass detector. So I think there is a small mistake here. So just give me a second. Okay, so this is the activity where we are going to make our own mask detector. Okay, so I would be sharing you the attendance link. Don't worry about it, students. So let me just bring it to the full screen again. So and also share the attendance link to you all. So this is the attendance link. So now, are we all ready to make mass detector? If we are, just mark a MD on the chat. Can we have MD on the chat to start with the activity of mass detector? Can we have MD on the chat? MD, that is mask detector. So I'm waiting for your responses. As soon as I'm going to get your MDs, I'll be switching to the PictoBlocks. Okay, I have got the MD from all the students. Amazing. Nehal, Shivani, Akshay, Aradhya, Rivan, Sibani, Yashashwi. Okay, great. So now let's move to the part of PictoBlocks. So I will just bring down the PictoBlocks right here. Now I think the PictoBlocks student would be visible to everyone. All right. So here we are going to start with machine learning. So the first important part, as I have already told you, that you should have signed into the PictoBlock. So I know till now everyone has already signed into the PictoBlocks. Now coming back to adding an extension. So we can add an extension using a button on the left hand side bottom corner, that is an add extension button. Okay, and after doing this, what you need to do is you have to choose this extension, that is machine learning. Okay, so this is the extension which we are going to use. As soon as I click it here, okay, the problem is I could not see any of the blocks, right? Okay, it's blur. Okay, let me try, just give me a moment. So now I think it would be much clearer, right? You would be able to see it much more clearly, right? So now students, the first part is that as soon as I clicked on, it's blurred. Okay, now I think it's zoom the boxes. Okay, now I think you would be able to see it very clearly that as soon as I clicked on the machine learning extension, I got two boxes here. Okay, the first is create a model and the second is load a model. So this is what we were talking about in the last slide, that the first part, second part, and the third part, I should say the three steps we would be doing using the first box. Okay, and the fourth step, that is deploying the model, we would be doing using the fourth one. Okay, so once you click it here on create a model, okay, let me just so just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, once you click on create a model, you will be directed to this Teachable Machines platform. This is a Google platform. Let me just give you again an idea what I did. So I clicked on a create a model, okay, in my PictoBlox, and then I was able to get into the Teachable Machine platform, right here. And now students, what I would be doing is, here you can see there are three ways to make the project. The first is image project, where you would be training your model with the image. The second is audio, and the third is pose, right? So we are not going to make an audio project because it's not supported into the PictoBlox. But what we are going to do is, we are going to make the image and the pose projects. So right now, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to click on image project. As soon as I click on image project, you are going to see this, which is how I should say, there are two models. One is a standard image model and second is embedded image model. So we are going to use a standard image model because the second is something which is used when you are using an hardware, or I should say microcontrollers. So we have to click on the first one, that is standard image model. As soon as you are going to see this standard image model, you will be able to see three different parts. Okay, so here students, now let's understand how we are. Okay, so I would like to tell you, so students who are doing this on smartphone, they won't be able to create their model, but after creation of this model, I would be sharing you the link. Okay, so okay, so after this, I should say after creation of my model, I would be sharing you the link onto the chat, which you will be able to load onto the PictoBlox. So smartphone users won't be able to create the model because Teachable Machine is not sharing that option with us. Okay, so but still you don't need to worry. I would be sharing you the things, and I would be helping you how you can use the model. So I want everyone. Okay, let me just read the comment. Yeah, as I mentioned, you won't be able to, students, create a model in phone, but you would be able to load the model, for which I would be sharing you the link. So you have to stay with me towards the end so that I can let you know how you can use it on your phones. Okay. Okay, great. So now coming to the part of the teachable machine. So here the first part is, you can divide it into three. Okay, the first is I should say gathering the data. Second is training the model, and third is testing. And fourth, you already know, that is the deployment, which we will be doing into the PictoBlox, right? So what does deployment means is, you are taking the things and now you are going to use those things into some other place. Okay, so as we are making a mask detector, so the first thing what we need to do is, we need to write the name of the class. So what is class? So student, class are nothing but they are the name, or I should say label, of the category of images which you are going to provide. So let me just write it here, mask. Okay, and I will switch on my web camera. Okay, as soon as I will switch on my web camera, I would be means my machine would be able to see me. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear the mask. Okay, and now if I'll click on hold to record, it is going to take my image. Okay, now we have to give the images. Okay, then what should be the number of images is you can give around 150 to 200 images to make a good model. So let's give around 160 or 170 images. Okay, okay, 180, let's keep it 180. Okay, now as I have given already given one type of images, now I would name the second category as no mask. Okay, and now I would give my image wearing means where I'm not wearing the mask. Again, I would be giving around 180 images. So as I mentioned, students, you don't need to worry if you are not able to create the model. I would be helping you to make the project using my model link. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. So let's assume we have given 183 images. Okay, so now the next part is you need to train the model. Okay, so I will just click it here, train the model, and it would start training. So it's preparing the data. So what exactly is happening in training? Let me just give you an idea. So basically, students, here in training part, there would be certain calculations. Okay, in backend, or I should say in behind this teachable machine. What would be the calculations? The calculation would be the machine would be finding a similarities between all the same class images. That means machine would be finding the similarities between all the mask images, and it would be finding the similarities between all the no mask images. After that, it would be finding the difference in the images of mask and no mask. Okay, so now as you can see, the training has started, and here also I would like to draw your attention that you can see there is a number 50, and you can see it is running 1 out of 50, 2 out of 50. Okay, then it would be 3, 4, 5. So what exactly this is? So students, this number of time my machine is learning. Okay, so I have given I'm sorry. So as I mentioned, I have given here that I want my machine to learn this concept for 50 times. Okay, so you can see it would be finding the similarities and it would be finding the differences for 50 times. And as I mentioned, okay, sir, the webcam selected the wrong webcam. How can I select? Okay, so in the case of webcam, then you need to check the properties from here on the like teachable machines URL link. So you can see this is a webcam option. So you can click it here. You can change the web camera setting, that what camera do you want. Okay, so this is how you can change the settings of web camera. Okay, so as I mentioned, see how much time the machine is learning, right? So also this is the one example, but you can use this technique to create your own models. Like you can make an animal classifier where you can give the images of dog, write it the name as dog. You can give the images of cat. You can write the name as cat. Similarly, you can also make a small attendance system where you can give the images of one person, naming it with their name, right? So these are the different ideas. It's done training. Okay, that's great. Again, as I mentioned, I trained it. Okay, wonderful, Ritvik. So as I mentioned, the students who are not able to train the model, okay, I would be sharing you my link so that you can use it and make the projects for the mask detector. Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. So my training is also almost completed. So let me just minimize this so that I can show you. Okay, so here you can see now it is saying that I'm not wearing the mask. And as soon as I put this, it is saying that I am wearing the mask. Okay. So the next important part, what comes up here is deployment, that we need to take this model to the PictoBlox. So I'll click on export model. Okay. I will click on upload my model. Okay, so it's uploading, means it is basically giving all the details to the teachable machine so that I would be getting a shareable link. So you can see there is an option of shareable link. The students who have done the training can directly click on export model, then click on upload my model. Okay, and now you can see your cloud model is up to date. So I would be copying this. Okay, and for as of now, like as I have already two cameras, so I would just cancel. Let me paste this link to all of you first. So this is the mask detector model link, so that the students who are doing the things into the smartphone can also do the things along with us. Okay, students, so this is the model link. Okay, so I have pasted it on your chat. Okay, so I hope you might have already got this link, right? So okay, everyone has also shared the link. No issues, but I would request, like, if you can use anyone's link, but I would highly recommend to use my link because I have trained it with 180, 183 images with a clear background. So that is going to help you a lot. Okay, but still, thanks everyone for sharing the link. So now I'm just switching off my teachable machine as of now. Okay, and now I'm back to PictoBlock. So now from here, I want every student, like whether you are using a smartphone, whether you are using the laptop desktop, to see this very carefully, that we need to click on load model. Okay, and here let me tell you, let me tell you that you can see already something written on the back, right? So here what you need to do is you need to paste your own link. Okay, you have to just click on paste. Okay, so by mistakenly the complete thing has been pasted here. Okay, so now you can see I have pasted the link. So now you can check that whether it's pasted or not by just moving the cursor along with this. Sir, link not received. Okay, let me just share it again. So okay, I have uploaded my own. So students who have not got the link, please take down this link from the chat. Okay, and if you are finding an error here that the failed to load the model, then it means that you have not pasted the link correctly. So you need to paste the link again. Now click on load model. As soon as you are going to click on load model, it is going to, you can see the new blocks came up here, right? And all the blocks are related to the same thing what we have trained on, like there is a mask and no mask only. So now the first important thing what we need to do is we are going to turn on the camera. Okay, so let me just yeah, this, let me just zoom it a little bit. The again, as you already know, we use when green flag is clicked. Okay, and here the next important part, okay, is we need to check whether I'm wearing the mask or not, right? So let me first bring down the camera to my PictoBlocks. Okay, now you can see me on PictoBlocks, and I'll just switch off my camera from here. Okay, so now the important thing is we need to check. So as you know that whenever we are talking about a checking anything, we are using if blocks. So today we are going to use two if block to once check that whether I'm wearing mask or not, and second check whether I should say the first if we are taking because we are checking whether I'm wearing a mask. The second block we are taking to check whether I'm not wearing a mask. Okay. So for this, in machine learning, we already have loaded a block. Okay. And the same block would be helping in both the cases. This is very interesting. I need to just put the same block in both the, let me just minimize this. Yeah, I need to put the same block in both the hollow spaces of if. Okay. And now I want you to see it very carefully what I'm doing. Okay. So I need to switch this from web camera to stage. Okay. In both the cases. And first I would keep a mask, and in second I need to change it to no mask. Okay. So what I did, I changed. Can you resend it? Okay, I've already pasted it on the chart here, so you can take it from the chart. Now coming to the next part, that what do we want my machine to do? So if in case I'm not wearing the mask, I will take a say hello block and put it here, and I would say my picture, my Toby should say me thanks for wearing the mask if I'm wearing it. Okay. Okay. So, but if in case I'm not wearing, what do you want me to say? Can you please comment on the chat? I would switch on your chat, okay, and the thing whatever I would be getting on the first, I would be pasting it here. So, if I'm not wearing the mask, what do you want me to write here on the hello part? Please put it on the chat. I would be taking down the first comment on the chat and I would be putting it here. Of course, it should be relatable. If I'm not wearing the mask, what do you want me to write here? So let's see what are your suggestions. Okay, wear a mask. Okay, so as Avantika has mentioned it first that okay, wear a mask. So let's take the first comment as promised. So I would put it here, wear a mask. Okay. Also, many of you have also written very wonderful comments. Yeah, like please wear a mask before going out. Please wear a mask. So I think we can change it to little. Please also we can add. Actually, this would good give a little good. Okay. So now please wear a mask and let me just put around a forever block in around this both the ifs so that I can check the things in again and again, right? So now you would be able to see this very clearly. Okay, now if I would be clicking on the green flag, let's see how my camera responds, how my PictoBlocks respond. Okay, please wear a mask, and as soon as I wear the mask, it is saying thank you for. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake, so let me just correct it. So I would put it for. Okay. Okay, so now let's check it again. So you can see thanks for wearing the mask, and as soon as I remove this, it is saying please wear your mask. So now I think okay, please wear your mask, please wear your mask. Okay, so now I think you might have understood that how exactly we made this mask detector and how easy it was. But similarly, using this technique, the basic idea of telling you each and every part of this machine learning is so that you don't need to only make a mask detector, You might be making something a dirty water or a clean water. You can make something like a gold or a silver. You can make cat, dog, lion. Okay, so it's totally upon you. So now I will just share my screen back. So let me just stop the sharing. And now I would be sharing my screen back. Let me just switch on to the slides. Okay. Okay, so now coming to this part, like we have already understood about how we made this activity. Again, we need to train the data. Okay, so this is a recap, small recap. You need to, of course, train the data. After that, what exactly you are doing in training model, what you are doing in preview model, we have already seen. You need to export the model, upload my model, you have to click on, and then you have to load this model. So now if you would be doing this on your PictoBlocks app, as I mentioned, you need to paste this link in such a way. So you have to just click the cursor and you will get a paste option. And you can also select manage the camera of the app using the settings option. Okay, and this was the script what we made. Now coming to the part of application, so image, this I should say the machine learning is getting used in image classifications, fraud detection, post detection, healthcare, gaming, surveillances, recognition, and making the recommendation systems as well. Now if you have any questions you can ask to me. Okay, so we are open for the questions. We still have a time for that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask to me that. So I'll just stop my share for as of now. We are all open for chat. I have already, the chat is open. Okay, so how to download the certificate? So as I mentioned, Abhiraj, don't worry about it. I would be telling you. I want you ask the questions. Okay, that's great. Send the link of the teachable machine. So let me just share the link of the teachable machines to you. And okay, how to download the certificate? Okay, dear, I would be telling you the how to download the certificate. Don't worry. As I have mentioned, if still you are if you are going to face a problem, you can join me on tomorrow's session. Okay, convincy class on YouTube. So you would be able to see the class on YouTube after just 1 hour. Please show the script again. Okay, so this is what we made. Okay, so you wanted me to paste the link for the model, so let me just try to paste that model link. Also, I hope you already have filled the attendance form. So yeah, I have already shared the model link. If you have not filled the attendance form, it is very mandatory that you fill it. So this is the link. Okay, yeah, I have already resent the attendance form onto the chat. Okay, and now let me just. Okay, sir, did not understand the object detection. No problem, Aditya. You can join us on tomorrow's doubt session. You can ask your doubt directly to me. Send us the YouTube playlist link. So we have already shared you the YouTube playlist link onto your email IDs, but still, if you have not received it, please check your emails from which you have registered yourself to the webinar. And also, please find the link onto your charts. So I've shared you the link for the replay video. So here you would be getting an update after 1 to 2 hours. Okay. So machine learning is not opening in Microsoft Edge. So in that case, please open it on Google Chrome. So there might be some compatibility issues with, because as I mentioned, the Teachable Machine is a Google's platform. So what you are supposed to do in the project, so this is now up to you, that you have to come up with your idea to make a wonderful project to be submitted on to the I should say to be submitted on the Codever. Now what is the very important part is that, of course, we want you all to be part of the Codever 2021, where you can see the registrations have already started with 20th of October. You can see the wonderful prizes, the guidelines, everything is already onto the website, which you can go and check and also register to that. Let me just share it to you, the attendance form for the day again on the chart. So what are the things to be done? Okay, that's great, Vartika. I can see you have successfully completed the thing. So as the Parth Maheshwari is mentioned about the, I should say the certificate. So see, students, I like for showcasing you that how you have to download the certificate. The thing is, I would be in need to complete the all quizzes, right? So let me just tell you how you would be doing that is, once you will be completing all the quiz and everything, you would be able to see it on the top. But still, if you are finding a problem, don't worry. Please join us in tomorrow's session, where we would be showcasing you with all the things, because right now all have not completed the part. So I'm skipping that part for as of today. So if you want to join tomorrow's I should say tomorrow's session, let me just again share you the link of that as well onto the chat. Also, don't forget to check your email IDs, where we would be sharing you the link for tomorrow's session. Attendance, okay, let me just quit the chat for some time so that you can all get the attendance form and all the important link. So students, this is the link for the today's attendance form. Okay, and this is the link for the model what we can. Okay, and let me also share it to you, the tomorrow's session link. Okay, just give me a session. Session tomorrow at 2 to 5 p.m. So this is the link and complete details. Okay, although it has not forwarded as we thought of. Okay, but no problem. This is the meeting link. You can copy this message and keep it with you. Although we would be sharing you the things on your email ID. Okay, so that was all for the day about the certificate. As I mentioned, don't forget to join our tomorrow's doubt session, where we would be showcasing you how to download the certificate, how you can keep it with you, how you can share it to the social media, as well as we would be taking all your doubts into the session. So that was all for the day. Thank you all for joining. We would love to see you back tomorrow on 2 to 5 p.m. doubt session, where you can directly talk to me and ask your all doubts. Thank you again. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe.